Hey 35th District, this is Travis Couture, your state representative. Just coming to you with a little bit of update of what's happening here in Olympia. We're about 25% through the short session here. It's a 60-day session here in Olympia. We're working on a supplemental budget right now. As a reminder, last session the legislature passed a record largest tax increases in state history and another budget that recklessly spends. And right now we're facing another $4.3 billion deficit here in the state of Washington after those largest tax increases in state history. Now you might want to go to our website where I've proposed a House Republican budget framework. It's an affordability-first framework that has no new taxes, preserves healthcare, classrooms, public safety, and all essential services, but cuts nearly $4 billion of waste out of our government that we don't need right now. There's many of you at home who just simply can't afford anything more to give to a state government that isn't producing results. And so I hear a lot of those messages from you, and I'm working really hard to make sure that we push back on reckless spending and new taxes here in Olympia. Speaking of taxes, one thing that's been happening that really affects the 35th District and especially Mason County is the Department of Health pushing a 500% increase to our shellfish farm licensing fees. That is simply unsustainable. That will harm one of our biggest crops, shellfish, in our district, something that produces a lot of jobs, and we produce some of the best shellfish in the entire world. That can't be allowed to stand, so myself and my seatmates, Representative Dan Griffey and Senator Drew McEwen, have proposed legislation to stop that 500% fee increase, because what it will do is it will cost us jobs in Mason County, it will harm our local economy, and at the same time, we just can't be raising fees at 500% levels in a time where there's an affordability crisis in our state. One of the big things that I'm working on right now is protecting children from fentanyl. Right now, under the Keeping Families Together Act, babies and toddlers can be left inside of their homes with hard drug abuse by their biological parents. Now, I've sponsored House Bill 1092 in order to reasonably remove those children from those dangerous situations where we see a rising child fatality rate in our state, a record level of child fatalities and near fatalities. That's unacceptable, and I have a lot of hope that we're going to be able to do something to fix that travesty this session. So stay tuned. We have policy cutoff coming up soon. That means all of the bills start to die, which for some of us, maybe that's a good thing. But stay tuned. We're going to have a lot more updates coming soon. We'll know more as that policy cutoff arrives, and then fiscal cutoff right after it. And then we'll be heading to the floor to fight for you and be voting yes or no. Yes on the good bills, no on the bad bills. Bills that hopefully lift up our communities and stop crushing us with new costs and tax increases. Thank you.